Morning and welcome back up to our property up here in southern Utah. Today we're going to be continuing our work on the Butler Pantry. We had stopped because we didn't have any shelf brackets to do our upper shelves, and we worked on our beam over here and put our ceiling fan and everything in. But now our brackets have arrived. They're in this box right here. So now we can start laying out where they're all gonna lay out. And I think we're gonna do 3 shelves that go up this wall right here. We'll be able to get this thing finished hopefully today, or at least painted today. I don't know if it'll be all together today, but we're gonna try our best to get it done because we have this huge mess of stuff over here that we need to clean up and clear out. All right, I wanted to take a second and tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Patio Well. Patio Well is an online store that sells indoor and outdoor storage solutions like metal sheds, plastic sheds, on-deck boxes to store pool equipment, seat cushions, anything that you'd have on your deck. Patio Well sent us their 230-gallon deck box in black. It also comes in a brown color. It's made of plastic. It was easy to assemble. It was like 6 pieces. Got little hydraulic arms on it that help it go up and down and keep it from falling. Now this can be used on your deck at a pool or outside in the yard to hold toys. We're gonna be using it on our deck because all of our firewood is downstairs in the garage. So this is like super convenient way to keep our firewood covered and dry. We're gonna sit it right outside the door so we can just come outside and get extra firewood if we need to. And also our ice melt because it's icy up here. This thing is working out pretty good. It's super sturdy. I'm able to put a bunch of oak, pine, a little bit of cedar, some kindling, everything, and this thing's gonna hold up really well. We have our Patio Well deck box completely full of wood, so we'll be good to go in case we need backup wood. This deck box also doubles as a piece of furniture, so it's like our first piece of furniture on our deck, which is exciting. It holds 330 pounds, so we can hang out in the mornings. We want to thank Patio Well for sponsoring today's video. Now we got work to do. All right, we're in the workshop right now. It's a disaster in here. We haven't cleaned it since we moved into our place, and we just kind of threw everything in here just to get inside there. Anyway, these are the brackets that we ordered. They're just like flat black, heavy duty brackets, but they take 6 screws to go in each one. So I don't have black headed screws. I just have the silver ones. I'm gonna be putting about 100 and some of these in a piece of cardboard and then spray painting the heads of them so they'll be black so that it'll look nice and clean when these things get installed. So.
Only 100 more to go.
So we're gonna let those screw heads dry for a second. I wanted to take you into our solar shed really fast because we've had an issue with our water pump, and maybe you guys might be able to help us and tell us what is going on, but let's go check it out. While I'm here, if you're new to our channel or you don't remember our water setup, this is our water system. We have a 120-gallon pressure tank that is fed by this pump, water pump, and that leads out to our water tanks, and then we have this filtration system that eventually goes into the house. Anyway, on Christmas Day, we got an awesome present. The water stopped working. The pump wasn't working. We don't know what was going on. The breaker was tripped. So we came in here, I tripped the breaker, and then it turned back on, but then the motor started doing this crazy noise. And now the pressure switch will not turn off. I don't know why. I took apart the whole computer system, and now if I plug it in, it'll work. And it'll fill up the system, but it won't turn off. And I don't know why. I have another pump sitting right here, an older one. I tried to use that. I tried to take parts off it to make it work. Still couldn't figure it out. Usually, if that's going on, the pump won't stop. That means there's a leak somewhere. There's no leak because this is holding pressure. It does not go down. We can have water for as long as we want, as long as there's water in the tank. It does not leak out anywhere. So we know there's not a leak anywhere. I think something's wrong with the pump. I just don't know. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions. Let me know. We've been having to come down here once, twice a day and just fill the tank tank up so we can take showers and laundry and all that stuff. Anyway, let's go get these screws, head upstairs and put these pantry shelves
It's really hard to get things done when there's baby kitties around.
I know, right?
You know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. 'Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. And I just can't hide how I feel about you. Nothing can take that away. 'Cause you make the world so beautiful.
Good?
Perfect.
Woo! Love when you're perfect. All right. Can you perfect number 2 to 100?
I think we have 18 of these to do. So that's gonna be fun.
So let's line them up. Are you building the next shelf? Yeah. You're gonna build it?
And I just can't hide how I feel about you. Nothing can take that away.
Oh, I'm like peeping over your shoulder so hardcore right now. Are you gonna be able to level this out? Are you gonna be able to make this work?
I feel like we're just excited to get this done.
I am.
We'll get it done, baby, I promise. We got all the brackets up in the pantry. So now we have another sheet of plywood right here. We're gonna cut just a bunch of shelves pretty much. After we get them all to the right depth, then we can cut them down to size. We have about 7 cuts to make. It's cold, it's windy, so we're gonna get this done as fast as we can. Let's go test fit it.
And?
It fits.
Is it too small?
No, it's pretty good. So this is a 44. And oh, okay, so 5/8. Can we get 5/8 in there? No, it's gonna be 9/16. 44. 16. This leaves me.
Exciting. Nick is cutting and test fitting all the pieces for this. And while he's doing that, the kids are still at school. A lot of you guys have asked, why do you do homeschool? A big part of the reason why we do homeschool is transportation purposes. Trying to get all the way into town or them to the closest bus stop would probably take us about an hour. Plus we would have to pick them up. So we would be losing a lot of hours in the day just trying to get back and forth. And sometimes we might not even be able to because of the snow. I also like the freedom of being able to do school whenever we need to or want to. It gives us the freedoms to do what we need to do, to come and go as we please. The kids also do a Christian academy, so it allows them to get Bible study in because we don't always get to go to church on Sundays, and it's really important for them to learn the Bible. The kids do homeschool. I love it. I think that they love it. If they went to an actual school, they'd probably be excited to hang out with other kids, but in due time, we will get them in more activities.
All right, I got the 3 shelves kind of like temporary installed. They're just sitting on these brackets right now. I don't like how thin this is compared to like having like it framed down here. So I have these little pieces right here and I'm gonna frame all 3 of these shelves as well. Doesn't that look better?
Oh yeah, it looks 100 times better.
It'll look way better, right?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
And then I'm gonna make it so that I can take this part, this piece off and this piece because they're 2 separate, and we can paint them off like outside, and then we can put them back in, Craig jig some holes underneath here and put it together so it looks good. I'll do that before we paint. And then we'll just go, and then once this is like level, we'll make it level, and we'll just shoot them in there. We're about ready to start painting these shelves white. My wife's in there vacuuming up inside the pantry with all the shelves that are already installed. Now I'm outside and I got my Craig jig out, and to make sure that these shelves line up in the corners where they meet, I just wrote, I'm gonna do 4 Craig jig holes. That way these 2 pieces go together so they stay flush.
Too tight?
No, it's fine. I can't even get it out right now. Can I have a flathead screw?
We're all laid out. The toe kicks are laid out. We are ready to go. Are we ready to paint?
Yeah, we're gonna paint. We're doing it in here because it's a lot warmer in here. If we do it outside, it's gonna take way longer to dry. So we got them laid out on a paint cloth right now. And then we'll do one side, wait a little while, flip it, do the other. Probably not gonna get done tonight, I don't think. There's a lot of painting to do. I mean, we're not gonna put it together. It probably might be drying tonight, we'll see. But let's get to work, see how much we can get done. Oh, that stinks really bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't smell it yet.
Ooh, I don't know if I wanna do that in here.
Okay. Well, because of the smell and the fumes, we are going to go ahead and kick the kids out of the house to go play. And then Nicholas.
So we got oil-based paint because it's thicker. Actually, someone commented about it saying to get oil-based because just moving things on and off the pantry shelves, the thicker paint helps out. So we're like, oh, good idea. But it's like, it has a really bad smell to it. I'll get a headache for sure. So we can shut the pantry door after we paint it, but these shelves, we're gonna take them down to the workshop. It's gonna take longer for them to dry. It is what it is.
Nobody wants a headache.
Yeah, I'm gonna start painting this, and you're gonna take down the shelves, right?
Yes.
Get everything set up down there, and then as soon as I'm done with this, I'll go down there and paint those. Cool?
Yeah, that sounds great. You ready to go play? Monster Man. So crazy. You ready to go?
caulking and just fill in all these little holes, and then we'll just come back and touch up paint it.
Okay.
These little things in there.
Well, the pantry is coming along great, and then we came outside to go and paint the shelves in the garage. Ran into some bad news. Seems like every time you take 2 steps forward, you gotta take a step back and fix something, so. Welcome to our puddle of water that we don't know where it came from. And the magic of being off grid.
Straight line?
Yes.
Straight line?
Beautimous.
Straight line, crooked.
Well, it's better to just do that one side than trying to get past that propane line and everything right there.
Sounds like it's been leaking for a while. A little while, huh? It's this right here, whatever. This piece.
For the washer?
Yeah. Okay, well, I think I found the culprit. It's this brass to PVC like pipe fitting. It's just like one of those insert fittings. I don't know if it froze and broke or something, but I'm gonna take it off right now. I've already drained the water out and see what's going on. And it was actually kind of loose, so I don't know, maybe that was it. It feels like it hasn't been draining. I don't know. I'm just gonna mess with it, figure out what I can figure out. Can you grab that? Looks like that threaded tape was like gone. I don't know. It was just like disintegrated. So I don't know if that had something to do with it. It kind of felt like the fitting came off pretty easy as well. It doesn't look like it's damaged or anything. So I'm just putting some more Teflon tape on here, and then I'm gonna reinstall this fitting and turn the water back on and see what's what. And hopefully that's the problem. I mean, that thing is solid. It's in there.
Is it working?
Yeah, there's no leaks. We got full pressure right now. Let me turn the pump on and make sure. I mean, we have 50 PSI, so we should
Maybe that's why the pump was having a problem.
find out. Then it should stop if it was. I just don't know how it would be holding pressure and leaking over here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Let's see if it stops. That'd be awesome. It's this fitting because it looks like it's coming out of this down. Well, hopefully crisis averted. I mean, I took the fitting off, put it back on, put some of that blue monster Teflon on there, put it back down, turn the water back on. It was leaking a little bit, and then I tightened it even more, and then it stopped. I don't know how that would happen all of a sudden. I don't know. I left the piece of wood off the wall. I'm just gonna leave it off forever. I don't care.
Too hard to get back there.
Yeah, it's such a pain in the butt. I think we're good. Now we're gonna go paint these things.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so Nick and I did a little divide and conquer, and I painted these while he was doing a business meeting, and they look so good. You guys, look how good I did. Everyone says I don't do anything. I do so much.
You did
Like,
such a good job.
look how good these look.
I won't tell anyone that I just touched all of them.
Take your glove off. Hurry, they're gonna think that you did it.
All right, well, the sun is going down. I'm cold.
I'm freezing.
It's time to go in there, make a fire, get some food going. And that's gonna be the end of this video for you guys. We wanted to thank Patio Well again for sponsoring this video. Click the link in our description, use code LEOG16 to get 16% off any product on their website. And we love our deck box, so go check those out. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Comment any questions that you guys have, and we'll see you guys in a few days.
See you in a few days.